Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Mr. Brockington. Thanks for meeting with me today. I just wanted to go over a couple concerns that you had expressed involving like discussion and during instruction. You mentioned that you're looking for the best practices in instruction that equates in the largest percent mastery of the content and possibly needing suggestions for types of instruction that works well for different subgroups.
Yes.
That's a lot to discuss, but
Right.
hopefully we can kind of address it at a minimal there. Um, Tell me a little bit more about what you're referring to specifically when you say different subgroups and instruction.
So this is the first semester that I have taught, and I have not been highly effective with my instruction, and I see that on my achievement data or assessment scores. Um, these are some of the lowest, you know, assessment averages that I've had in a while. I have a lot performing at the beginning level, and I don't know if I've gotten, but I've really struggled with my. Unfortunately, my co-teacher isn't a true science-minded co-teacher. Um, so he's also kind of new to the content. So we haven't been able to do any true co-teaching that would be highly effective.
Okay. So are you looking for maybe some co-teaching ideas, or are you just looking for better ways for you to present material?
Um, either either
Okay.
one that you feel comfortable with coaching me.
Okay. So do you find that your strugglers, we'll just say that they are interested or not interested in lessons?
They're not interested in biology, but they are engaged in the lesson, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay, so they just like to be a part of that process, but they don't really have a connection
Correct.
or interest in the biology. Okay.
Correct.
Well, that's actually kind of what I was thinking about suggesting was more of some, I know we say problem-based learning, and that's so broad when it comes to science and math classes and all sorts of classes. But I came across a website that talked about case studies and how to link some of these case studies to a high school biology class. Now, granted, you might have these students who are not really interested in biology,
Right.
but if they see how a case study could link it to something that could possibly be a part of their life somehow,
Right.
then that might say, you know, maybe I should learn about this, or, this is kind of cool. I was going to say the website that I was looking at is by Cape West in California, and I'll send you that link. But it has like case studies. There's one of a confused person. Okay, so who of us haven't known somebody who's been a confused person? And it kind of goes through and gives like the background situation. But then in these case studies, it also talks about ways to implement it into certain units of your biology courses. And I thought that might be really cool, especially if students are not very interested, like talking about blood types and
Right.
how does that affect, the birth of their child, or a farmer who's alarm to notice tomato plants that were stunted and withered, just looking into certain reasons or cases that would somehow link it to real life phenomenon that maybe, some student who maybe they do work on a farm, maybe they have a farm, but they've never really linked, you know, farming to your biology class.
Right.
But there's a whole bunch of case studies in there, and they're all problem-based learning, which could, help them get involved. And you could do that at the beginning or at the end, just to have them kind of talk about it. You said you have them in groups already, so whether you chose to group them by abilities or just wherever they're sitting, they could just talk about it and try to find those links even themselves to
Right.
that lesson that you're talking about. But that's really something I thought that was really cool that I came across this week. I thought I would share it with you.
I appreciate that. I like that.
Is there any other concerns that that doesn't really help with, or is there something else you were kind of looking for in ideas?
No, I mean, I think that addresses both best practice in instruction and then definitely with all of the subgroups. If you can find case study, especially if you could tailor it towards some of their cultures, you're going to
Right.
garner that higher interest. They're going to get that deeper learning all the way around. I think that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I will definitely email you that link and share it
Okay.
with you. I'd love to observe it one day. So, if in the next, couple weeks, if you have a opportunity to put it in or include it into one of your lessons, that would be amazing for me to come by and just, observe it. Um, so do you think there could be, well, I'm just going to let you look at them. And
Okay.
then if you don't mind to get back with me in the next week of maybe a good day
Okay.
to come by.
I can do that.
Okay. That sounds good. Well, is there anything else that you need
I think that's
my
it.
help with?
I
Okay.
think that's it. I greatly appreciated that.
Yeah, and hey, let me know, if you're doing groups or something and you need me to step in and kind of just help work the room as well, working with students, just let me know that too. I'd love to come in and help.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, cool. Well, we will talk to you soon, Mr. Brockington.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you. Bye-bye.